Alright, this is Paul with Sons of Speed, and today we are in the brand new 2020 Nissan Sentra SR. This car actually is due to come out to the dealerships in about a week or two. I'm here with Cliff, a fellow journalist, and we're just going to go out and see how it handles. This is a subcompact car, so we're not expecting like major horsepower and major performance, but for what it is, it's supposed to be the sportier version of the Nissan Sentra, and it's going to have 149 horsepower, 146 foot-pound of torque, and let's see how it does. The transmission is a CVT. There is no manual available, unfortunately, but we'll see how this works out with this engine, which is the first time they put this engine in the Sentra. There are a lot of creature comforts in the car. You do have heated seats, you have a heated steering wheel, there is a very nice infotainment system, although there is no navigation standard. Most people, though, will use their phone system anyway, but so that's not really a problem, but it's always nice to have a navigation system backup if you're in a non-cell area, but you don't have it here. Anyway, so the interior does look upscale, more upscale than the previous generation, and you do have some kind of fake stitching on the dash here, which actually looks pretty
real.
nice. Yeah, it does have a pretty good real element to it. Okay, so off the line, it doesn't really feel like 149 horsepower. It struggles a little bit, but it's not bad. Where you're going to see more of the usable power is kind of in the mid-range, you know, between 40, 60 miles an hour. That 149 horsepower is going to be more obvious. Of course, now that I have the car, I got traffic all over me. When you had the car, there's no traffic. Steering wheel actually is getting pretty hot. I turned that off.
Turn down the seat heat.
Okay, so you do get some torque steer when you're making the turns. Again, acceleration, kind of wish there was more. The CVT feels a little spongy going through the gears, which is typical CVT trait. They said that they try to program more of a step feel into the transmission, but I'm not really seeing it or feeling it. It does soak up the bumps pretty well. It's not a firm ride, but it's not a soft ride either. It's pretty compliant. I believe this does have a rear multi-link suspension, so you can kind of feel it. It's doing a pretty good job in the suspension department. Brakes, pretty good. See the turn here. Yeah, it's little understeer. Gosh, I just can't get used to the CVT. How it sounds. It just sounds and feels.
It's a buzzkill.
Yeah, definitely. It's got that whiny sound to it too.
Though I would say my experience is the way that the rev characteristics seem a little bit sharper, if I can call it that, for a CVT, than some other Nissan products previously, where they just tended to hang at
Oh no,
RPM.
this is definitely a better for a Nissan product. This is probably the best one, but it's still got that kind of, like you said before, like that bungee cord feel to it. It just doesn't have that snap that you kind of expect from the best automatics.
But I would say that the last Sentra that I drove, it left the engine at a single RPM during the whole acceleration process. And it was a real buzzy, noisy moment. This one seems to shift a little bit more.
Yeah. You can hear it though. It's got that constant buzz and whininess. Steering, it's not very sharp, but it's not bad. When you accelerate, what's one thing nice is there's not enough power to really give you any torque steer.
I was going to say that when I was driving, I went like, where is the torque to steer it?
So there's an advantage when you don't have that much horsepower. You have to fight the steering wheel. So here you got no torque steer whatsoever.
How does it center?
Center feel.
I mean, when you, does it have a caster effect that would go around the corner? It seemed a little lazy to me.
It feels a little lazy. Also, you almost have to like tug it out of center.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you got to almost push it to get it to turn a little bit. It's not very fluid, but it does keep the car straight. Braking is I know I said this before, but yeah, I mean, it's not going to be your track braking, but it definitely is confidence inspiring. You can hit the brakes without having to worry.
Paul, are you able to read the infotainment info screen between the speedometer?
Yes. Yeah, I have polarized sunglasses, and it's fine.
It's fine.
I
found that it washed out. I was
really no. For me, it's getting maybe the direct sunlight, but for right now, it's fine. All the systems on it. This car does come with a lot of safety tech. You do get forward and rear automatic braking, blind spot monitoring. You get there's a lot of the safety tech features. And the touchscreen is pretty nice. It has got actually pretty quick to respond. It's got a pretty good feel to it, and it's nice and big. This is the upgraded one. I think the standard was 4-inch, and the upgraded is 7 or 6 or 7.
They're supposed to have 7 and 8
oh, 7
for
and
this.
8. Okay.
And then apparently the size of your info screen varies from 4.5 to a larger size for between
I think
the speedometer
7
and
or
tachometer.
something. Yeah. So
I think the base is 4.5 inches.
okay. Now,
look for the.
I have to say, for what the car is, this is, you're driving to point A to point B, taking you to work. It's got pretty impressive fuel economy, and it's driving nice. It's definitely an upgrade from the previous Sentras. It's putting it, direct competition with the Honda Civic and the Hyundai Elantra. So Nissan can be commended for really bringing up the Sentra up, actually, I would say a couple notches from where it used to be. It does have the suspension does give you a sportiness to it. Now, it's not by any means a performance car, but it kind of lends itself to give you that feel of a performance car. So it drives nice. They really did a good job of quieting the car on the inside. It is very quiet, especially for a compact car like this. For this price point, it's fairly quiet. And also the interior is pretty roomy. It does have a lot of storage pockets, a lot of places to put things.
It has 2 different type USB.
It has 2 different types of USB. It does not have wireless charging though.
A phone pad.
And the other thing that I'm missing, which I guess doesn't really matter on a CVT transmission anyway, but it would be nice if there were some paddle shifters. It doesn't have that. Again, not a big deal for this price group and for what this car is.
And a step-on parking brake, folks.
Yes, it does have the old-fashioned left foot parking brake. So that was our little quick review of the Nissan Sentra SR. Again, coming out to your dealerships fairly soon. Something that if you are in the compact car market, this is something that you definitely need to check out, especially if performance and horsepower are not the top priority on your list. You're just wanting to get something that is a good daily, that's going to take you to work and take you grocery shopping. So with that, it has a nice 360-degree view as well. That's nice.
It's got the fancy.
Yeah. And with that, this has been Paul and Cliff. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.